Hello once again, my high-flying heroes. Welcome to another episode of Touchables. Today, we're going to be playing Jetpack Fighter. This is a fast-paced, swiping action, Mega Man X style, beat-em-up sort of platformer. It's crazy. It's all kinds of things rolled up into one. It's super fun, it's super addictive, and I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to get through the first initial levels, how to gear up your characters, and how to play this game. So let's fly. So first things first, I already beat the tutorial level because there wasn't much to it. I'm going to just start on level 2. And let's jump right in, or let's fly right in, I guess. It's a jetpack after all. So, first key I'm gonna give you, this game is time-based, so you wanna move as quickly as possible, and, enemy. You wanna kill all the enemies as soon as you can, because you wanna get the bonus at the end of the level for killing every robot in the level. Now you'll notice that I don't stop swiping. I'm swiping constantly, because that will keep you moving forward, and the more you swipe, the more damage you do to the enemies. One thing you wanna keep in mind when you're approaching these enemies is if they get a little bubble above them, that means they're about to attack. And in some cases, with the weak enemies, they only take one hit. But these guys, see how he got a bubble and he did damage to me? If you see that bubble pop up, don't be afraid to back up for a second. Stop swiping for like half a second. Fly away and then come back and finish them off. Because yeah, you want to be fast. This is the boss. Now, one thing that's interesting, it's kind of like Fruit Ninja in that if you're hovering above an enemy, you can swipe a bunch of times like crazy. Just go nuts on it and do a bunch of damage. And you can see like he's not doing anything, but as soon as he's got that exclamation point, it means he's gonna do his attack. So I want to back away, then go back in. Swipe, and do a million pieces of damage. Pieces of damage? I don't know, as a measure of damage you could weigh like that. But as you can see, hover over the enemy and swipe like crazy. It's gonna do the most amount of damage. And I got all the bonuses. I killed all the robots, I completed it, and I did it in a fast enough time to get the 3rd star. I don't know what the time on each level is, but that's why I'm always swiping, because I want to beat it as fast as possible. But if you don't, you can always go back to. Don't think you're limited in which level you're on. Then it's always going to take you back to this sort of loading zone where you can equip yourself, and you should always do it. So you can see I have this sword. I can equip this sword. All right, touch the area. Equip the sword onto my guy. Whenever you get a piece of equipment, you always want to put it on your character so that you can do more damage, so that you can die less, all that good stuff. Don't even worry about the other stuff. It's not really going to come into play. You can buy items. You can open... Oh, actually, yes. Go to your treasure chest and open them, because at the beginning of the game, you're going to get a couple of free ones. And you can get an epic one. Now, you can't use those items yet, so later on, what you're going to be able to do is if you collect enough chips, you can unlock characters and you can create new items. But obviously, this is the beginning of the game, so you're not going to have any of those options available to you just yet. So go over to the mission screen, and you can see we got 3 stars, so let's go to level 2. And if you don't get 3 stars, go back and do it, because I recommend getting all the items before you move forward. It's just going to make you a stronger player. So this one's going to give you a few tips on what you're going to need to do, and you're going to have to do a special in this one. But you'll see as soon as it starts, boom, just swipe, 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 follow the arrows, unlike me. I wasn't paying attention. Always swipe towards the robots, kill them. Those are the easy ones. The big ones, swipe like crazy so they don't have time to attack. And then you're going to see that there's a door that's unbreakable, or excuse me, a wall. And I'm going to have to use my special. Now, each character has a unique special that you can use. You're going to hold the screen, swipe, and then do that damage. His is just like a charge where you ram things really hard. Some characters will have a beam, swipe, 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 swipe. Crazy. Remember, don't let those guys get enough time to attack you. See, that guy hit me, which is bad, because you get a bonus too if you don't take any damage. So, obviously not getting that bonus. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Go crazy, go to town. Oh, he hit me. It's too slow. So as soon as you see that little mark come above his head, maybe pull away. Charge and special. But don't be afraid to go back. Oh man, he got me. My health is low. Hope I don't die. Alright guy, I know I'm going to lose. You don't have to give me tutorials on how not to lose. There are some items that will regenerate your health, but I do not have any of them at the moment. Luckily I made it to the end of the level. We're good. We beat it. So the key is, don't stop swiping, but control where you're swiping. And you'll see in this next level, aim is going to be more important than it was on those first 2. All right, things are going to get interesting now. So you see that guy? You want to hit him before that yellow laser turns red, because once that happens, he can shoot the beam out. It stops eventually, but this is what I'm talking about. You want to get them at their base because they can't get you there. So kind of stick to the walls, and you shouldn't have problems getting by those guys. But you'll see that they start staggering them a little bit. So you'll have to kind of, you'll have to be preemptive in your placement. See, just stick to the walls, it can't catch you there. Stick to the ground, but then go up, thing. See what I mean? Like, they're gonna appear on the top and the bottoms, and you're just gonna wanna move accordingly to where they are. But always kill all the robots, because you wanna get that bonus. It's an easy one to get, unless you die. Not so easy if you die, but don't worry about it. You can always redo the level. That guy got a little smart on me, attacked me. But if you do see them charging up their laser beams, take a step back. Don't let them kill you. Yeah, you can see how I'm circling around the room, sticking to the walls when I need to. See? Up. They try to trick you with that, but use these tips and you won't have a problem. Easy money. Let's do one more level, because I think the next one is when you really start seeing the... You can't actually build that... Oh yeah, actually, I think you can. I think you can build the knuckle. I think you get all the right ingredients. So let's go to crafting, because now we have enough to do that. So go to crafting, hard knuckles, we got the blueprint, so let's check out the blueprint and see what it needs. And what do you know? We have all the components. Don't be afraid to spend the money, because you get a lot of money for beating the levels when you collect the coins, and if you need more money, you can always go back to the previous levels and collect more coins till you have enough. So don't be afraid to spend it. But kill the little guys, eating money. Now we got the knuckle fist, the hard knuckle. Oh, you can see, okay, so those guys are behind a barrier, so wait for them. And the barrier will open once you kill all the other robots. So let them pass. But stay out of the line. Oh, see, now you can hug the wall. Boom, boom, they're all dead. And you get some coins while you're at it. Get those coins, move forward, move forward, move forward, move forward. Oh, dodge there. See, it wasn't smart. You see what I mean by hugging the ground and hugging the ceiling? That way they can't hit you as well. And then you can hit them at the base where the lasers aren't shooting. And this is tough, just watch for the patterns. But as long as you hug the walls, they're not gonna touch you. And that's it. We did it. Some easy tips for sliding around these, well actually you're really flying, but it feels like you're sliding once you're sticking to the walls and everything like that. And you'll find it, you'll find your pattern, you'll find your rhythm. But those are some tips. Look out for the enemies, find their strengths and weaknesses, exploit them, and swipe like crazy. But those are some tips to get you started on Jetpack Fighter. Hit us up on Twitter and let us know what kind of strategies you're employing to beat these levels. And show us what characters you're using best. Obviously, this is the beginning of the game, so you're only gonna have access to the first character. But what characters do you think work best, and what strategies and what scenarios? I'd like to hear from you guys. So hit us up on Twitter, let us know, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching Touchables. Bye.